Hello, it's Reija, and it's time for yet another Top 5 Wednesday. This week's topic is book trends I'm tired of. So firstly, I'm tired of book covers with women in prom dresses that get half obscured by either the border of the cover or the title of the book. I think those covers look extremely cheap. They remind me of those paperback erotica novels that my mom used to read when I was a kid. And I'm so over these unimaginative covers. Next trend I'm tired of is romance as the main goal or purpose of the novels. I think this trend was kickstarted by Twilight and it just keeps on trucking, doesn't it? I'm not against all romance in books. It's just that when the characters literally don't have any other motivation or any other goals than to pursue romance or save someone because they have the hots for them, pretty much. And I really wish this trend would hurry up and die soon, please, for me. This next one is more of a problem in the Finnish book publishing industry, just a heads up. And that is genre oversaturation. The Finnish publishing industry is mostly held together by modern contemporary and historical fiction, and I really wish authors would start dipping their toes into other genres such as horror and fantasy, and even more, I would like that publishers would start supporting their authors who really want to dive outside of genre conventions that we're used to. I can honestly count the more famous Finnish fantasy or horror authors with one hand. That's not good. One of my pet peeves, especially in big-name fantasy books and anthologies, is when the author's or editor's name it takes up half the cover, with the title being more of a cliff note at the end. It's a publisher's choice, I guess, to choose whether they want to use the brand of the author for sales, or whether they want to believe that the title of the book is enough to pique interest. But for me, this kind of thing reads more as an egotistical move, more or less. And I know that it's not the author's fault. In fact, many of the authors that I'm gonna use as examples here are ones that I actually really love, but this whole thing just really annoys me. An author's name should never be, in my opinion, more important than the content of their story, which is what the title represents. So, just my 5 cents here. And lastly, the trend that I'm really getting sick of, and I know this is gonna be a very unpopular opinion, are fairytale retellings. Yes. I just generally don't have any interest in retellings, and it seems that they're popping up everywhere, and it's really not my jam. I'm more of the kind of reader that really wants to dive into the author's own world that they have come up with. It's fun to observe tropes that they're subverting or kind of reimagining, but when they use someone else's world as the base, it kind of drives me off of the story, especially if I've read the original source material. It kind of bugs me. So, those have been the book trends that I'm getting really sick of. And if you have some of your own, then please leave a comment and we'll get a discussion going, especially if you happen to disagree with me. That would be awesome. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!